Hello, cool cats and kittens. It is Uncle Mad here again today. I figured after we had some fun yesterday with a live stream for the first weekend of legal betting in Tennessee, we've got one more game this week. Let's jump back on, do picks one more time, go over what we went through yesterday. So let's recap. Yesterday, I went 5-4. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. My initial 5 picks I gave out on the live stream actually went 2-3 though, so that wasn't great. But the stuff I came back and added later bailed us out. So we had Vegas plus 1.5. They won outright. That was easy. Green Bay minus 6.5. No idea what happened there. Totally thought they'd smash the Vikings. Dalvin Cook had himself a day. Rams had that one. Finally, they got caught up with having to go to the East Coast. Honestly, other than the fact that Jared Goff turned the ball over 100 times, I have no idea how they lost that game. The Dolphins had like less than 200 yards of offense. That's like unbelievable. 49ers, whole team got hurt again. That one just got away from us. And then we had Denver plus 3.5. They won outright. Another easy one. So I went back. I parlayed those all together just for fun. Obviously 2 and 3, you're not going to win that parlay. I did a Vegas-Pittsburgh moneyline parlay that I got on a free bet for DraftKings. That hit, paid out a lot of money, so that basically has funded further gaming going forward for the foreseeable future, because that was a huge, huge win on that one. Also added Chicago, plus 4.5. They almost upset the Saints. That one cashed. Philadelphia, due to some trickeration from the referees late, minus 10.5 cash. So good day profit-wise, just over 500 record-wise. So dip back in, do some more stuff. Just to recap some other stuff that I didn't bet on. Like I said, I don't bet the Titans because they always screw me. I said the plays for that game would be the under and Titans minus 6.5. The Bengals won outright and the over hit pretty comfortably. So if I had bet the Titans, I would have been 0-3 because they lost the game and I would have lost both bets that I was going to lean to. Next, Colts. Like I said, I don't bet them, because whatever they do, they're going to screw me. Even when I don't bet them, they screw me, because I said -3 was the easiest play on the board yesterday. Didn't take it because I hate the Colts. They won by 20. So there you go. All right, so here's what we're doing today. Yesterday, I was actually not able to get my Action 24/7 account set up in time to place bets with them due to some technical issues. First day for them, understandable. Those things are going to happen. But it gave me the chance to kind of jump over and test some of the other sports books that we have here. I put about $20 in FanDuel, $20 in DraftKings, $20 in BetMGM. Like I said, hit very big on DraftKings, so I got a lot of money to play with there. Did decently over on FanDuel. They had some really cool boosts that kind of were like easy money, basically. MGM, I sucked. I lost $20 there, so probably not going back over there for a little bit of time. But that was good. Gave me the chance to dip my toe in the water, see what else is out there. But today, for today's picks, I am going with some stuff on Action 24/7. For signing up with them, I got a free $51 bet. I went ahead and just said, let's do it. Tampa Bay minus 11.5 tonight. I'm glad I got that when I did. I put that in this morning because it's now moved up to Tampa minus 12.5. I still think Tampa's probably going to just blow them out, but you never know. Tampa's been kind of up and down this season. They've been kind of hitting their stride the last few weeks. So it could be a drop-down dip game tonight. Let's hope not, because we've got a nice little free $51 bet on Tampa minus 11.5. I also went back in with just a simple 1-unit play at Action 24/7 on the under 46.5. There's some reports coming in that this is going to be another game, like a lot of games this weekend, they're going to hit with some weather that could slow the offensives down. But just even before that, I don't expect New York to really be able to score much. And I kind of feel like this is a kind of game where Tampa will get a lead and then just kind of hit cruise control. 30-10, 31-10, somewhere in that range is kind of what I would expect this game to be. I think I said this the exact same score about the Titans, though, and that was completely wrong, so fingers crossed. But the Giants suck. Tampa Bay's got a great defense, so to hit 46.5, I almost feel like Tampa Bay would have to score that on their own, and I think they maybe could, but I also don't know that they will. The weather, like I said, may be a factor there, so those are the 2 plays that I have on 24/7, Action 24/7's site. I do have 2 other plays on FanDuel. They had another great boosted kind of prop that was just too good to pass up. They had any touchdown scored in the first quarter. So any player, either team, if a touchdown gets scored in the first quarter, they had that cashing out at plus 100, which is insane because that's normally like a minus 500, minus 300 range bet. They boosted it up to plus 100. I went 5 full units on that because that just was, and this is probably how they get the money, because you see that and you're like, that seems awesome. I have to do that. This makes total sense. There's no way I can pass this up. So I did it. Probably going to live to regret that. It'll probably be like 6-3 off like 3 field goals at the end of the first quarter. But fingers crossed, I liked that one. We went with it. I wanted to test out, FanDuel does single game parlays where you get a replay back of up to $10 if the bet doesn't hit, where you can parlay a bunch of stuff from the same game together. So I did a $10 parlay. Tampa Bay, 12.5, minus 12.5. Like I said, it went up since this morning. I got the under 46.5, which I already had anyway, so I'm just going to put it all together. And then I threw in Mike Evans to score a touchdown anytime in the game. That brought that parlay up to plus 720, so if it hits, that's a really great thing. If it misses, no big deal. I can live with myself on that one. But that's what we're going with tonight, so ride with me, fade with me, do whatever you feel is right in your heart. I can't tell you what to do. I barely know what I'm doing on this stuff. I just look at stuff and I'm like, that sounds like a good idea. I'm what in the wrestling business would be called a mark. So there it is. Quick additional thoughts on the Titans. I cannot believe they did not get a single sack yesterday. Barely came close. Clowney had what looked like it was going to be a replay of the Lattimore play from his college days, but I guess he pulled up a little bit because you can't hit quarterbacks the same way you used to be able to, and Joe Burrow was just shifty. Joe Burrow made us miss like 2 or 3 times. We actually got near him. He somehow turned into Michael Vick, and we couldn't bring him down. We traded for Desmond King today. I think that's going to be a good acquisition for us. I don't think it fixed the defense. I don't think this defense is fixable, but I think he can help patch it up to where we can get through this little skid we've hit and kind of get back to being the better team we thought we were. The way I've seen him described is he's kind of similar to what we had in Logan Ryan, but a little bit younger. Also adds to the punt return game potentially. So now we've got a corner who can play the nickel, who can blitz, which will also add to the pass rush. One thing I heard somebody say about Jadeveon Clowney a couple weeks ago, and I can't unsee it now, I see it every single game, is that he is often like one step, one last move on an offensive lineman away from getting to the quarterback. Maybe with the help in the DB, maybe with Adoree Jackson coming back too, maybe that extra second, that extra 2 seconds that Clowney needs comes in and we start seeing a bit more pass rush. Maybe we can blitz a little bit more with this guy King coming in. I don't know. I like it. It sounds good. We only gave up a 6th-round pick for him, and it was essentially a pick that we got as a part of the Correa trade when we gave Correa to the Jaguars, so didn't give up too much to try and fix the problems we have on defense, but, anything we can do to get Jonathan Joseph off the field is huge, because he's just useless. He just can't do anything. Might as well play with 10 players. But I feel bad for him because he was never supposed to be in this spot. He was supposed to be our 4th, maybe 5th corner at best. But everybody in the cornerback room's gotten hurt except him somehow. Maybe because he doesn't tackle or cover anybody. It's probably hard to get hurt if you don't do anything. But bringing a corner in who can maybe kick him further back down the depth chart where he's supposed to be will help. I'm being optimistic. I'm trying to get out of that negative vibe I had yesterday about the Titans after the game. But positive vibes only. Got the anemic Bears offense coming into town Sunday. I'll be at that game, so super excited for that. But we've made some really bad offenses look a lot better than they are, so I don't know if I should be calling them anemic because they might hang 40 on us. Who knows? Nick Foles might turn back into Super Bowl Nick Foles. I don't know. But I'm optimistic. This sweater's cursed, though. I wore it yesterday, so I can never wear it again now. So I'll wear it at home, around, going out. But game days, this sweater is clearly cursed because we wouldn't have lost otherwise. So looking forward to Monday night. I think we've got some good action on it. I think we've got some winners. But I also thought the Titans were going to beat the crap out of the Bengals yesterday. So, All right, that's it. We'll be back. And as always, don't stand so close to me. Hey, check out Marvel Monday if you haven't already. It's the final Marvel Monday until the movies come back out in the next year or two, whenever this all ends. But final Marvel Monday for the foreseeable future. Check that out. Subscribe to the channel. Do all the things I always tell you to do. Don't stand so close to me.